And again, I've just realised, can you hear me now? So, yes, I pressed, do you know what I normally do? I didn't do it this time because I forgot. I normally press record like a few seconds of myself to check that the audio's working, and then I play it back, and if that's good, everything's good. But I got brave. Ha 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 ha. And thought I could just get away with using last week's settings, but I forgot that I mute my microphone when I play the end of show video.
It's Friday night, it's 8 p.m. Staring down the barrel of another long weekend. Heading to the Twitch bar tonight. Some semicolons and a bill for me right. Electron Greg's here again with an animation that tells you where and when. 100 messages go by. Congratulations on the words that you just typed. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. And who's behind that wonky door? Is it MJ? Is there a issue to make the call? Yeah, and I think it's about that time. 'Cause from porches on the line. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. And I won't drink across the street. There's people in the YouTube bar I never want to meet. I think I'm happiest right here. I made songs and I think I'll have another beer. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came.
It's Friday night at the Twitch bar, but it's not quite Friday night yet. Not without a little bit of the old, what have you been calling it in the chat there? I like the fact that it's been shortened, and I did say this when the mic was muted a minute ago. Rochester Ginger have retweeted a couple of tweets. They haven't commented anything with textual information, but they put a little clappy icon when they retweeted something about one of the pictures of someone drinking Rochester Ginger. Thank you for the semicolons, Johnville. This is Rochester Organic Root Ginger. A little bit different tonight. There we go. The sound, that's the sound of Thursday. And then, oh, flip me. That is actually really strong, that one. I think that's actually stronger than the normal Rhoda, what are you calling it, Simon? Roger. Shorting Roroji. That's the Roroji. The Roroji. And then, let's turn Thursday into Friday with a little bit. There we go. Oh, goodness me. There we go. Yeah. Yum, yum, yum. Rochester ginger and a little splash of bourbon. What are you having with your Rochester ginger? What's everyone having with their Rochester ginger? I'll let you all answer that. Talk a little bit about what you're drinking tonight. What are you having with your Rochester ginger? What you'd maybe like to call Rochester ginger? What do you call it in your house? Do you call it Roger or Roch? This is a song for Michael from Retro Gaming Roundup, author of Smoke and Mirrors, made famous by the book or Bonts hashtag RG2. All right.
Drinks like a sailor, smokes 2 packs a day. Never seems to care what anyone else has to say. And the weather brings me down, and the darkness brings me down. I wanna live in California, where the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe. I wanna live in California, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Oh, I'm still hanging around with the same old crowd. You get the feeling it's gonna be that kind of day, the kind when nothing ever seems to really go your way. And the weather brings me down, and the darkness brings me around. I wanna live in California, where the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe. I wanna live in California, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Oh, I'm still hanging around with the same old crowd. California, where the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe. I wanna live in California, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Oh, I'm still hanging around with the same old crowd.
Do you want to just take a seat and be quiet, Wobblefest? Just annoying people, aren't you? Just walking through like that. Just get yourself a Rochester ginger. Be quiet. Thank you, everyone. Here's an interesting anecdote. Duncan messaged me and said that if I think he sent me at the forum to link to how I could potentially make things better for him to stream this on the Chromecast. I think some people can't watch this on a Chromecast due to the 60 frames per second frame rate. So what I did was last week after the gig, I set it down to from 60 to 30 frames per second for the video encoding. And then earlier today, I did my little rehearsal bit. And then when I did it, the frames were just glitching and I was out of sync and all the rest of it. So unfortunately, I had to set it back to 60 frames per second. So I apologise for that, Duncan, but I did try. This is for Dean. I think I've seen Dean the Coder in there tonight. Is he in there somewhere?
with a shovel in the head, because I don't want to go down like that. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and the cigarette tastes like crap. I don't want to go down like that. No, I don't want to go down like that. Well, I've dug my own grave and it's starting to rain, and I know that you wanna go home, but I got this little lady and she's waiting for me. She's waiting for me all alone, and I don't want to go down like that. No, I don't want to go down like that. Well, please don't think I think I'm pretty cool. I walk like an animal, but I'm just a tool. And I beg like a paraplegic, begging me change, that's well, man. I don't want to go down like that. No, I don't want to go down like that.
That was for Dean the Coder. It's an old 80s song, that one. I've probably mentioned this anecdote before, but it was about the idea of digging your own grave while someone's standing behind you with a shotgun, ready to shoot you, push you in, and then fill the grave in. And I wrote that after watching too many gangster type movies. The most grim one was the end. Has anyone seen Casino? I'm not sure if Casino is really grim at the end, but the end of the Casino, that is like, it was, when I saw it aged, I can't remember how old I was when I saw Casino, maybe like 18, 19. It was horrendous. It's like, because you were seeing the bat connecting with Pesci's head, and like Pesci was being held there, and like made his brother went first, and they had like the graves be, you know, dug ready for them to get in, to basically push them into it. It was horrible. That was a grim one. But then I'm not sure now if it would look as grim now, because I saw recently on iPlayer they put the Untouchables film on there, and the bit where De Niro walks around the table with the baseball bat, patting it on his hand and talking about everyone being a team player, and then he just lets loose on the guy that's been stepping out of line. It's like, at the time when I saw it the first time, I was like, that is horrendous. But now when I watch it, it's actually, you never see the bat connect. I think you just hear it. It actually doesn't sound that horrendous. It's more like, you know, when you see the difference between different fights in films. If you see Scum, you hear horrible kind of bone crunching noises. If you see an Arnold Schwarzenegger film, you hear which is kind of easier to, it's more palatable, isn't it? It's more palatable than crunch crunch. Anyway. This is a song for Rishi. Is Rishi in there yet? Hello, Felice Maggie. Haven't seen you for a while. Electron Greg had to dig around seriously for a USB keyboard, as it wouldn't do a great deal via Bluetooth, so that was on as standard. Dean the Coder, those are going for around £1,200 or so on eBay. What's going for 1,200? This song is called Is This the End? And it's another old 80s song from a long time ago, but Rishi wanted it, but he's not in the chat, and I've relearnt it for him.
It's happening again. Hold on to something, 'cause this could be the end. Why did you always shout it? I wanna know. Why did you always doubt it? I'll let you go. again. Oh my God, we're spinning now again. Hold on to something. Why you, my friend? Why did you always doubt it? I wanna know. Yeah, now that we're surrounded, where do we go? Is this the end? I'm a crook and you're my hero. I'll take the bullets, still the rain. And as for all those people out there, we'll make them all just go away. Why did you always doubt it? I wanna know. Yeah, now that we're surrounded, where do we go? Is this the end?
That was Is This the End from the album Low Fidelity. I haven't played that for years. Played it, I think Rishi wanted it because when he played bass with me briefly for a couple of gigs, he played bass on that track. Just checking something. I leave Twitch running in the background and Twitch just paused. Oh, that's fine. And a little bit of good news for everyone. Something quite exciting just happened there. Not even 20 past yet, and we've hit 100 messages. And the 100th message today was, "This is really, really nice. Very solemn." Thank you, Greg. A bit like a Rochester ginger. Really, really nice, and a bit solemn. It's got that kind of wartime drink vibe going on. I feel like Rochester ginger is something they would have drunk in the trenches. 100 messages at last. Right, who's up next? This is for Greg. Let me just turn something up a tiny bit so I can hear myself. This is a song about a dog called Kit. We're all waiting here for you. Move the consoles and computers out of view. The world must seem so strange to you. Yeah, and I know that we will do our best by you. Hey kid, I hope you'll call this home. Hey kid, I hope you won't be long. We've been waiting here for days. 4 years old and blind, but still so very brave. Bumping into everything. So excited about everywhere you've been. Hey kid, I hope you call this home. Hey kid, I hope you won't be long. Kid, I hope you call this
hope you won't be long. Hey kid, I hope you like this song that I wrote for you.
That was the song. How is Kit? Is Kit well? Falcon and Kit a Soldier. Love this song. A song. Thank you, Dean. I shouldn't be thanking you, Dean. I should be thanking Greg for the inspiration for that one. Right. This is for Jezshed. He wrote me a lovely letter saying, Dear Adi, please could you fix it for me to hear you play an acoustic rendition of Oscar Pike.
Sitting in the laptop light on your own all through the night. Never loved anyone else or anything more. Been here many times before. Your dreams, your shadows on the walls, fading into nothing once again. Yeah, and your lack of inspiration caused your miscommunication, waiting for your destiny to call. But is it too late? Is it too late to save you now your whole life? Is that dream that you've just woken from? Now your 20s have gone. I'm here and you're still there, staring out the empty chairs, wishing all your loneliness away. Waiting on the curtain call, waiting for the world to fall. A little piece of you just died today. Yeah, and your lack of inspiration caused your miscommunication, waiting for your destiny to call. But is it too late? Is it too late to save you now your whole life? Is that dream that you just woken from? Now your 20s gone. If I ever try again, I'll always find my way back home. But if I ever walked away, I'll always wind up on my own. Whoa. Is it too late? Is it too late to save you now your whole life? Is that dream that you've just woken from? Now your 20s gone.
That was Oscar Pike for Jezshed. I've lost, I don't know where that came from, Falcon and Kit a Soldier. Because I'm not watching the chat to not put myself off my stride. Obviously missed quite a lot. What is Dean buying for £1,200 is what I want to know, mainly. Whoa. I think I just got a bit of, don't know what I got there. A MacBook. Dean's buying a MacBook for $1,200. This is for Wobble. I sent Wobble a message last Friday as well to see a GTX 10. Is he buying that for shading? He's obsessed with shading and rendering, isn't he? That's what he'll use it for. he'll waste it. He won't be using any of the proper applications like iMovie Maker, whatever it's called. We'll make £1,200 after we sell our photos of the Earth's curvature from space. This is for Wobble. I asked Wobble if he could maybe persuade Bear and Frog and the gang to do a little set after this set one evening, and he said he'd see what he can do.
I knew a teenage Jesus, he was a friend of mine. He gave us all the answers, he fed us bread and wine. Me and the other disciples, we understood his mind. We had so many questions, we had such little time, and I'll keep in my head all the words that he said, and I'll keep in my heart all the love, and I'll be by his side just a while. I knew a teenage Jesus, he took me to the dream. He had the coolest sandals that I have ever seen. I said, I want to be like you. I said, I want to be a star. He took my hand in his hand, said, you already are. So I'll beat in my head all the words that he said, and I'll keep in my heart all the love, and I'll be by his side just a while. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. And I'll keep in my head all the words that he said, and I'll keep in my heart all the love, and I'll be by his side just a while.
Happy birthday, Jesus. Thought the British IBM was initially talking about Wobble from the demo group Logicoma. Thank you for the semicolons there, Greg. There's like a bit of sediment or something in that. I've not had sediment before. I think I got sediment in the last Rochester ginger. Organic ginger, Rochester ginger packs more of a punch, and there's a little bit of sediment in it as well. I was talking about, Wobble Fest is the guy that does all the, if you ever go to any expos, which I know you do, Felice Maggie, he's the guy that does the carnival. So all the carnival things that you see, like the giant Game Boys and that kind of stuff. Matt Brown to his friends. This is a song for... That was a song for Wobble. This is a song for Simon. He wanted Mikey from the album Psychopath's Dream in Black and White. The radioisotope particles that gather at the bottom.
I've got you and you've got me, and that's all that we'll ever need. But what if I decide that I want more? Like a baseball bat that's covered in blood from all the people I have clubbed for telling me things that I don't need to know. Hey Mikey, don't you know? My mind is here, it's always closed. Your galaxy is virtuous in turn, and you're surrounded by the yes men you deserve. Mikey, it's so plain to see that everyone you ever meet is hanging on to every single word. The roads across your mouth and mine will always be your alibi to every indiscretion you incur. Hey Mikey, don't you know, my mind is here, it's always closed. Your vanity is virtuous in turn, and you're surrounded by the yes-men you serve. Sat and watched your house burn down, and though you never made a sound, I knew that you would have the world your way. So we took a different stance that led us down another path where everything would always be okay. Hey Mikey, don't you know, my mind is here, it's always closed. Your arrogance is virtuous in turn, and you're surrounded by the yes-men you serve. Yeah, you're surrounded by the yes-men you serve.
So who's been playing Buckle Bonts on Twitter? Anyone? Send me another little Rochester ginger. Says to shake it on the bottle. Serve chilled or hot. Shake before pouring. Thursday. Friday. I bet it's lovely. Ginger's probably quite nice warm. It's like having a hot toddy or something. You put it with some whiskey. Probably not lukewarm. Probably not good to just pop a bottle behind the radiator to swig during the summer months for a little treat. Buckle Bonts. I've been pitching Buckle Bonts to BBC, but they're not returning my calls, emails, faxes. Jez is going away. How long are you going to be, Jez? Should we wait for him before we do the next song? What is the next song? The next song's Animal. He's heard Animal loads of times, hasn't he? We'll wait quietly for a little bit. I think I still missed it several times. Simon, what are you drinking with your Rochester ginger? Are you putting something in it? Because I think the message went so quickly, slowing down a little bit now. Everyone's settled into their armchairs with their Rochester. You'd think the return of BBC Three to linear, they'd love programme ideas. They probably would, wouldn't they? Just ice. Okay, this is for Crafty.
I've got my head screwed on, but when I come undone, I don't need anyone till the feeling's gone. 'Cause all I need is a little bit of sanctuary. I need a place to call my own, where I don't have to hear you moan. I'm just an animal. I'm just a silhouette behind your talking head. I need to be alone in my own sweet I know is everything you've ever known. Though I could never tell you that, you know it's just a simple fact. I'm just an animal.
Hello, Marky Mark. Marky Mark just popped into the YouTube bar across the road from the Twitch bar, and he said, "Hey man, love the tunes." Thank you, Marky Mark. Thank you for the semicolons, Greg. Classic tune with lots of O's. That's how you know it's a classic, by the number of O's. It was on Bedrooms to Billions. Is Mark the new Ben or a different Mark? There's a question for you in the Twitch channel, just to let you know that there's everyone's chat from Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch is amalgamated into one lovely stream that I see, but you might not necessarily see each other. You can do this thing where you basically get it to appear on the screen, but I think that's quite annoying when you see it kind of like you watch someone doing something online and you see like loads of graphics and stuff scrolling all over the shop. Got any O's? Got any Veras? I watched Bedrooms to Billions at the Cambridge Museum. Great evening. I wonder if you watched the one that I remember we showed it once, and I think we had Anthony turn up with his wife as well, Nicola, and they kind of did a little brief talk at the beginning of it. But also I remember that we put it on, and the volume never felt like it was quite loud enough, and then we were sort of like bickering at the back of the room about should we actually go and stop the film and turn it up, because I think everything was up as far as it could go, and the only way to get it to go up further was to open the desktop bar, the start bar volume control bit on the media center that it was on. And in the end, no one did it. So was the volume good enough for you, Greg? It was a good evening. Good. I'm glad. This is a song for Duncan. He requested Sunrise Technology, which some of you, if you want to know what some of the other people in the chat look like, watch the Sunrise Technology music video. Greg did the animation for it. You'll see Simon in there. Everyone, all the big players are in that video.
Sunrise technology. We waited a lifetime just for you. The application of the things you've brought to life are weighing heavy on my mind. How do I express myself without you? Forgotten how to talk. And so we walk into the future, a brave new world where we belong. But if you stopped it for a moment, well, I'd quite happily get up. How do I express myself without you? When we've forgotten how to talk.
Mid-late.
I express myself without you. And we've forgotten how to talk. But if you stopped it for a moment, well, I'd quite happily get off.
British IBM newbie here, though I'm sure I've met a couple of them through Richards. Through multiple Richards, through people called Richards. Say hello to Malpascam, everyone. Malpascam, everyone else. Grab yourself a seat in the old Twitch bar. Grab yourself a Rochester ginger. And prepare for some anecdotes about refuse trucks. Preferably ones that have been used in films at some point. I rewatched Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and halfway through watching it I realised that I referenced the line from Close Encounters of the Third Kind in the Rubbish song. You know what's weird though? It was the Netflix have got it on there at the moment, and one of my favourite scenes is the bit where Dreyfus is really sarcastic with his kids, and he's basically got the trains going round, and he's basically teaching them fractions by the amount that he'd have to move a carriage, the fraction that he'd have to move a carriage in order to stop a train crash. And he's sitting there really dry going, hurry now, lives are at stake. And that bit was cut out of the version that I watched. I feel so welcomed. Good. Right, where are we now? This is for Martin. Martin wanted, what more can I say? He actually retrospectively asked for it. He missed the gig, watched it on the catch up on iPlayer, and then he said that he was catching up, so I said if he had a request, I'll put it down for him. So here it is.
Drinking again, and you've decided that it's not your only friend, so you made yourself a list, and you write it every day. Oh, you got yourself a program. Well, what more can I say? Life wasn't meant to be like this. Your hopes and dreams are shattered. In the end it doesn't matter, 'cause what more can I say? When you say that you're okay, yeah, what more can I say? Yes, the tears run down your face. Wasn't meant to be like this. You followed all your dreams and all those adolescent schemes. But what more can I say? When you say that you're okay, so I'll wait in reception for the man that I once knew then.
Final track from Psychopath Stream in Black and White. And what better excuse than that to have a zip of Rochester ginger. Anyone know what's happening with Play Expo Manchester? Doesn't appear to have been cancelled and they're still selling tickets. That'd be a question for UK Mike, I guess, because he lives in Manchester and he knows everything that's going down. Nothing goes on the streets of Manchester that he doesn't know about. What's happening, Michael? Wait for that response. It's supposed to be going ahead. There you go. What that? I have ginger wine and I have ginger wine and scotch. I'm assuming you're saying that as if you were saying that word, you're going up at the end of that question. I have ginger wine and scotch. Ask Greg to explain what Rochester ginger is and where you can purchase it from, whilst I play this song about God's front porch.
I'm the loneliest man in the world right now. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm just down. For the next 3 days I'll call this home, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Life here never felt like this. Never been one for the simple things. Standing on the corner of God's front porch, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Loneliness and solitude seldom get too confused. Quit your job and walk away. Didn't like it that much anyway. Sell your house and start again. Burn your past and make new friends. You can check out anytime you want. It's already been tattooed on. Standing on the corner of God's front porch, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Loneliness and solitude seldom get too confused. But if I tried and if I quit, would you leave me alone like this? For all the things I've ever done, would you let my life go on? 'Cause I'm the loneliest man in the world right now. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm just down.
I do talk with reverb normally. It's my default way of talking. What's been going on? Is it possible that it's just that no one has got around to starting to the postpone the event process? It seems likely, doesn't it? Holland and Barrett it's available from, as Greg just pointed out in answer to your recent question. Wouldn't it be weird if Holland and Barrett became like, they went viral from basically people watching Twitches and drinking Holland and Barrett drinks mixed with bourbon, and people were getting all their bar snacks and stuff from there as well, and eating yogurt covered raisins and things like that. And it had like a revival and a rebranding. It was like something that fitted in with lad culture and became a really unhealthy place to go. Having tried all the Rogies, Now, I think dark is my favourite, says UK Simon. Lovely. There will probably not be a revival event as we know it this year, although there may be an exhibitors only with specially invited guests event if things do improve according to Bojo's roadmap. I'd like to think that we could potentially be some of those special guests. We won't be though, will we? That'll be YouTubers from the bar across the street. They'll be the special guests, won't they? We'll all be scratching around outside in the Twitch bar. This is the last song. And then I'll take some requests from you. Rogie is available on Amazon, but it's very expensive on Amazon. I think it's about £3 maybe a bottle. I think it was when I purchased it in Holland and Barrett. It was definitely less than a £5, but on Amazon I know it was actually quite expensive.
Alleyway between two bars, blood on my face. You're looking at me, and I'm looking at you. Remember when we were both still friends? None of this would have happened now, but everything I learned from you. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. What we started, we'd be the British champion. I saw it all on a TV screen, and I return any thicker green, but I could never be the one to watch you fall. I know you then, I still know you now. I watched it all come crashing down. Never understood why so heaven fall. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. If we'd have finished what we started, be the British champion. Both one shook, watch a little time as time goes by. I know you then, I still know you now. I watched it all come crashing down. I never understood what's a heaven for. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. What we started, we'd be the British champion. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. If we'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British champion.
Gritty. That'll be the Rogie. So let me just grab myself a pen and paper. And if you're new to the British IBM Acoustic experience, this is the part of the show where I take requests for next week, because I can't take requests as I do the set live at the time, because I'm just not good enough to do that. I need time to rehearse and remember my extensive and complex set list. So, what would people like for next week? Thanks, Adi, enjoyed that. Thank you. The Doors, Dion. Who's coming to Habitat afterwards as well? Without a Smile. Without Smile. Mike. Animal for Felice. Animal. Felice. AKA the Spell Art. 80s for Johnville. 80s for John. Dear Adi, can you fix it for me to hear live versions of God's Front Porch? Yep, adding that. Jet Set Willie? Yep. And Sunrise. You may. Sunrise. And let me put that little symbol next to it that couples them all up, and put Duncan. Since I couldn't fix it for you to have the correct frame rate. Good choice, Johnville. Tales from the Topographic Oceans. I don't know what that is. Refuse trucks in films, please. UK Simons. Rubbish song. Simon. I love refuse trucks in films, and I know every single one. All the time for Greg. All the time. Greg. Nothing ever lasts that long, Greg. Nothing lasts. Greg also. Technology cover version from the theme from Shaft. I'm writing that down. Do you know what I didn't do? I did actually write down last time. I couldn't do it. Electric Dreams, I think, and Britney Spears' Toxic, I think you requested last time. Obviously, I didn't learn those. Cigarette. Silver Cigarette, Jazz. Silver Cigarette, Jazz. Fat Les, Vindaloo. Do you know any Mike Oldfield? I only know one Mike Oldfield song, and that was the one about, do you know the one about the bells that are tubular? I know that. I play it all the time when I'm not live. Heroes. If you request things from my own back catalogue, your chances are significantly increased. Possibly a push if they're by the Blue Tones, Mark Morris or the Ills. There's like a slim chance that they might get in there. Just said, Jamie Oliver likes his gnarly. Jamie Oliver, I'm glad he's not glad, because obviously it's People Jobs and stuff, but Jamie Oliver's restaurant was rubbish towards the end, wasn't it? It used to be really good, and then it was rubbish, and then I kind of always regretted ever eating in there when I did eat in there, and then it went under. It's an interesting anecdote for you. Okay, cool. How many songs is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 more. And that's a set. Marblehead Johnson. I can add that. See if I can learn that. Marblehead Johnson. Wobble. Still going, sorry. California Michael. California Mike. Lovely. Thanks everyone for coming out. It's been lovely to see you all again. Would you like Hey Hey 16K by MJ Hibbett? It only works because you're here, MJ Hibbett. Rishi, old Rishi, Rishi, New Rishi, or Mike's Smoke and Mirror song. I'll wait for the first person to get in there. Hey Hey 16K by MJ Hibbert. It's been a while since we've actually played an MJ. And if anyone's up for it, I'll be having a couple of beers in Habitat after this. If you want to see a map of Habitat or work out how to get there, just go to the British IBM webpage, and the most recent article on there is a map that I made for it and a little link on where to download it. Bye everyone, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Friday.
Hello and welcome to the show. My name's MJ Hibbert. This is my ZX Spectrum, which I thought I'd show you, not mint condition. And this song is all about that. This is called Hey Hey 16K. We bought it to help with your homework. Fetishes of map making, rotten leaves and rubber keys, running around and loading screen. Hello and welcome to the show. My name's MJ Hibbert. This is my ZX Spectrum, which I thought I'd show you, not mint condition. And this song is all about that. This is called Hey Hey 16K. We bought it to help with your homework. We bought it to help with your homework and the household accounts. If your dad ever works it all out. Lunchtime's in the library, writing down the postal weeks, copying an access code. Get a taste for home taping, fetishes of map making. Rotten leaves and rubber keys, running around and loading screens, and wiping his fingers crossed, hoping not to witness the terror of our tape loading error. We bought it to help with your homework. We bought it to help with your homework and the household accounts. If your dad ever works it all out. ZX Spectrum 81, Dragon Vic and Norwich 1, Commodore 64, Amazon and Acorn Electron, cheaper BBC Micro. Jets are Wendy Saber Wolf, Laws of Midnight Underworld, Dotto Transformant Attack, and of course Manic Miner, The Hobbit, A Night Law and Deletes. It made a generation who can code a bubble bit for proper consoles, who all know that the games you get today, well, they might be very flash, but they'll never beat the thrill of getting through Jetpack. Oh, hey, hey, 16K, what does that get you today? You need more than that for a letter. Old school RAM packs are much better. Personal computer games, your Sinclair 16K, camps and competition, pro, crashing cursor keys and go to Dixons. And bother Saturday staff with loops that don't end. We bought it to help with your homework. We bought it to help with your homework and the household accounts. If your dad ever works it all out. Oh, hey, hey, 16K, what does that get you today? You need more than that for a letter. Old school RAM packs are much better. Hey, hey, 16K, what does that get you today? You need more than that for a letter. Old school RAM packs are much better. For n equals 0 to 2, those were the days, next n. And there you go. Thanks very much.